Hello, welcome to this Eyes of Harmony podcast. We're back after 2 weeks kind of vacation, just busyness really that got in the way, but we're back. We're back and we're here to talk about some slight news, a bit more than usual, but not much at all. There we go.
Not really.
So the biggest thing I guess this week would be Power of the Daleks DVD special edition was released. I haven't got it yet myself. I'm kind of waiting for the price to drop a little maybe before I get it.
I got it, but I haven't watched it yet.
So yeah, but I've seen like bits of animation on like the YouTube like Doctor Who pages and everything, and it looks solid. It looks it looks a whole lot better than the first one that we got.
Certainly the updated models help, and like the short clip of episode 1 I've seen certainly looks less awkward, because the original Power of the Daleks episode 1 animation was really like I know the original intent was kind of a little bit uncomfortable and weird, but like it just felt so stiff while attempting to do it, which was a big problem for that one. So it seems like they have improved on that aspect.
Which is good. Yeah. And, the extra documentaries, all that stuff looks worthwhile. It's interesting that Highlanders, I want to know what all that was. Like, is that an animated thing? Is like, what is that? Like,
What happened?
Well, apparently space, which is an interesting one. But what's annoyed me about this special edition is the freaking casing. That's the thing that's... annoyed me. So for those who aren't as well known with the classic DVDs, the classic cases have always been grey, this kind of nice silver shine. Get a comparison. There we go, look at that, beautiful. There's my beautiful helper right here. At the top you can see the classic kind of a grey, and like not see-through or anything, but for some freaking reason maybe they just had like leftover DVD cases. Like we could save money by just doing it in these ones. And like you got a crap one, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, at the bottom there, it's here. It's.
Yeah, I always find these like ones always like easier, like break more easily, like see-through ones than others. I've never.
I think it's just my postman's terrible, because I've had multiple things like recently that have come through broken. So whatever postal, I wouldn't say the postman, but like whatever, something in the chain specifically delivering here, they've been kind of reckless with their deliveries lately.
You should complain about that. I would not have that at all. My Doctor Who DVD cases, they need to come through not broken.
It's not just my Doctor, like one of my PS4 games got cracked, the DS game I ordered in got cracked. Well, actually, the PS4 game was utterly shattered.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bad, man. You should complain. Like, that's 3 freaking things.
Yeah.
That's not a good... But you've ordered grey cases, haven't you?
Yeah, for this, I've got like 4 grey cases, which I paid too much for because they seem to be honest, pretty much everywhere.
I might buy half of those from you for like half, so I might, because if I get it, I want grey case as well, obviously. So I might just pay. And like what's worrying me is obviously we got the Fury from the Deep cover, which just got released. Looks quite nice. I like it. At least it's got it's got the Doctor on it. What I find weird about this one is like Power is the second Doctor's first story, yet he's not on the cover for the special edition. So it's just kind of
just the Daleks.
Yeah, it's a bit slightly odd. I know that for an unearthly child, they don't use enough. That's enough for anomaly.
It did look kind of awkward on the original one, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they should do animated covers. They should just do with the people, like so it fits in more. But hey,
at least give the option. Also, the bottom's still grey, so.
Hey. But looking at the Amazon picture of Fury from the Deep, the 3D picture version of the case looks like it's got this see-through plastic again, and it's like, what the frick is going on? Why are they doing this? I just don't get it. Like,
I don't know.
Somebody's doing a dumb decision. and it's annoying because like
Why
it would
now?
look bad. Yeah, why now? Why right there? Like you did it. It's not like they've done it since like 2016 with all the animated ones. They've done the see-through casing. It's like it's dumb. It's dumb.
Literally, since they started doing DVDs, they've had the grey.
The grey,
boxes.
yeah, and it's like the weirdest thing to
Literally,
decide
since
to
the
change.
Trial 5 Doctors DVD, have they been using the grey
Case,
boxes?
and do you know? I think it's got to be a money-saving tactic or some shit. Like they had leftovers of some case, and they went with that, or some. It's got to be something like that, surely. Why else would you change it unless it was to save money? I'm hoping.
See how you would really save that much money with it.
Maybe just the colouring of the plastic. Like it's funny when you look at cars and buying cars. Getting a white car is the cheapest because it's like it's not had to be painted or anything. So it's like it saves a whole lot of money there. Like they're like usually a couple of hundred cheaper cars that are white or silver, I think as well. But like the generic colour is cheaper for literally just because it's not had to been coloured. They like add enough for 200 quid or so, you know, just because colour. It's crazy. And yeah, maybe just making it a grey, not opaque thing makes, you know, adds an extra 10p on every single case, and that adds up, you know, every 10 that's £1, every 100, you know, that's 10 quid, and
Could
you know
be.
Crazy. But the other thing that's been released, which I just got in the post today, so I'm going to do my little show off now. But yeah, Series 6, the Steelbook. Oh, let's get the light on it. It's a bit dark there. And there we go. So yeah, we've been collecting these since kind of they started. What was it? That was a while back now. That must have been like
a while back.
2015, wasn't it? It was like 10 years since Series 1. Freaking heck, 5 years later, we finally got to Series 6. That's gone freaking quickly, hasn't it? I remember it's because the gap between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 were quite long. And then since that, they've just been doing them a whole lot quicker. I mean, like, I got Series 5 and the specials this year, like in a year's space or something, or just over a year. But I know I got the specials and the Matt Smith Series 5 while I was at Disney, like in the offices. So I know for fact that like these have been coming out quicker. But I really love this casing. I think it's a really nice one. I think both Matt Smith ones have been. They've knocked these out the park every single time. Actually, I don't really think there's one that I don't like. I feel that maybe Series 3's slightly less. I think the Family of Blood maybe should have got on there. I think that's an iconic one. But yeah, maybe. So I'm just gonna open this little bad boy up. Yeah, I've never really been into Steelbooks, but it was that one which actually made me, the Series 1 made me get my Blu Ray player, and I've got my Labyrinth 30th. Where's my finger? There.
Out there. They can see.
That
they
thing
can see.
There. I actually got that like for like I think it was 30-year anniversary or something of Labyrinth, and like that has a Blu-ray in it, and I got that before I even had a Blu-ray player. So I was like, well, I'll get it. I'm really keen to watch Series 6 again, actually. I haven't watched it in quite a while, and the more I kind of think back to it, the more I'm kind of liking it in my mind. Like, I know at the time I was never too keen on 6, and I haven't been since, but I don't know, recently I've just been kind of feeling it. All right, it's double lead. I was getting really confused, and I was like, where's the rest?
Yeah. Why are there 2?
Yeah, so
BBC.
They did the double layering. It's exactly the same.
Oh, you Chris Chibnall, why are you doing this to us?
It's now you can get part 2 of but it's exactly the same stickers as my Series 6 box set. Maybe I'll sell that for money. I don't think I have any signatures on it. No point really keeping the DVD versions, is there? Got a little thingamajig.
I mean, in terms of well, if you got the box, then that'll sell.
Yeah.
If you have the individual, they sell for nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is
yeah.
why with a
No, I've got the
huge
box
amount
set.
of the individual DVDs, which I also won't put in away because some of them are signed now. So it's like, what do I do with them?
Yeah. But yeah, beautiful cover. I think that's and I'm really glad that The Doctor's Wife, which is definitely the best episode of the whole series, maybe my favorite of the Matt Smith era. Fantastic. I was watching a video, Full Fat Milk, great channel, and they were talking about the Doctor's Wife episode, and yeah, it's crazy, like stuff which was cut out because like there was just so much like in there that Neil Gaiman put, which was awesome, which had to get cut. And it's so originally that was supposed to be Doctor's Wife was supposed to be series 5, but they had to move it to the next series just because they were like, this is going to cost too freaking much. Like, it's a expensive looking
and
one.
Series 5 had like tiny amounts of budget.
Yeah, like
comparison.
So they had to move it to the next series. But imagine if The Doctor's Wife had been, and The Doctor's Wife would have taken the place of the Lodger. So the Lodger was the let's make this 10p episode. Basically it's the cheap episode, but I actually used to enjoy the Lodger quite a bit, really.
Lodger's all right.
It's like a decent episode. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's actually for 45 minutes it's not that bad, really. And it's incredibly cheap. It shows what you can do with a semi-decent script, and some good characters with good rapport. Like, it's fine. Like James Corden's actually
not insufferable.
He's actually solid in in both Doctor Who episodes. Like, I enjoy him. Like, I don't really have a problem with James Corden's. Like, I like him with Gavin and Stacey and stuff. I think he's perfectly fine. It's just American show host James Corden is the more grating at times. But I don't mind him too much. I know some people really don't like him. I don't like his animated acting. I think that's where he falls flat. Like, I think it's just the weirdest choice for Peter Rabbit, to be perfectly honest. Like, who looks at James Corden and goes, this guy is Peter Rabbit, like this guy right here?
I mean, there's a lot of creative decisions you can question in those films.
Yeah, it's strange, but it got a sequel, so there you go. Couldn't have done that bad, but
well, financially,
but yeah,
critically.
So yeah, the next thing we find out is whether they include like the 50th and Time of the Doctor in the Series 7 Steelbook, or whether they do a separate Steelbook. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I think they'll go separate because obviously they can get more money out of that.
I guess, although like the 50th had so many releases even in itself that.
Yeah,
but they don't care. A bit much to ask.
I don't think they care.
It's not a case like the specials, right, where you did have
it was
enough. Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be interesting
I hope it's all in one. To be honest,
just for fucking space, yeah, for sure. But it's nice. I like getting these steelbooks because they take up half the space of like the box sets that I had. So it actually makes my collection get a bit smaller because. Takes a lot of space up, these collections do. But yeah, so that was that. What was other news? There's been other stuff. What else was there? Oh, a bit more Timelord Victorious has been released, but I mean, the amount they're making is it's like ridiculous for anyone to be able to piece together this whole narrative. I wonder like how much it would cost to get all these things.
Again, like I'm it'd be a lot, first off, and especially considering they intend for this to be a continuing thing. But I don't quite know how anyone's expected to get like super deep into this when they won't even tell us kind of what order we should be looking at these things in, if it's supposed to be like a continuing spread out narrative.
Where's the timeline?
Where are we supposed to jump in? Like what?
Crazy. And sadly, I do not have the money for that, but I'm sure I can read up on it somewhere.
No, but you have the money for Lego Mario.
Hell yeah. Cannot diss Lego Mario. This will gain value, trust me. Lego's crazy when it comes to value as well. I mean,
you're not wrong.
Even when you open the box, like, fucking hell, like, you should see how much stuff goes to eBay. I've resold a couple of sets, some Star Wars ones. I got fucking bombed for them. Like, as soon as they stop like selling as well, like when they discontinue them, basically, like Mario sets are just going to be freaking just a bomb. And the cool gimmick is that, I think like it will last quite well. So hopefully future kids, when I have them, I think they'll be able to enjoy it as much as I do now. But yeah, the thing is like I'm buying those slowly, but like the Timelord Victorious, how many audios are there? I've seen like vinyl, I've seen like there's an 8th and 10th Doctor, then there's the comics, but there's also Big Finish audio, and it's
the novels,
the
comics.
It's like that's
Eagle Moss.
That's got to be over like 300 quid already.
Oh yeah, easily
for sure. And it's like it's a tough one. It's tough. Can't really. Yeah, and it's like we don't even know if the story will be any good. It's like a lot of risk, buying into it, being like, hey, this could be amazing, or this could be utter shite. And it's like I've spent 300 quid trying to follow this narrative that actually wasn't worthwhile. It's just risky, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, like Fear of the Deep's got its release date 14th of September, so that's actually really soon. Because it didn't actually have that announcement date until like they released the artwork, I'm pretty sure. But it'll be interesting to see, because then we don't know what's coming next. So hopefully then we'll find out what's coming next for an announcement for animation once this one's out, what the next one is. What's your money on?
I'm not sure entirely. Like, it just seems sometimes it's kind of illogical which ones they pick. So, like, whatever I say, like, I'd love to say something like Wheel in Space, but considering they already did that, like, section of it and whatnot, but they seem to kind of be odd about and very coy about actually releasing it, so I don't know about that. Yeah. And then, of course, there's a weird Highlander situation, so I could say that, but I don't know, because they're also being very odd about that. So it's just like, I don't know. It's almost certain to be another Patrick Troughton, considering that's
where they keep going.
Honing in on.
I got duped this morning, comrade. I woke up and I was lied to. I got lied to. I was trying to think of another way to say lied to. I was bamboozled. Yeah, bamboozled. The wall was pulled right over my eyes. Because the official Doctor Who page put something on Facebook, and the kind of first thing I saw was this, the Smugglers. I was like, "Oh shit! Is that getting animated?" And no, but I think they've put the audio on Amazon. I think you can listen to it for free. I'm not sure. Let's actually follow this link and find out. But buy it for 16 quid. Hey, but yeah, I thought it's down from 20. That's not too bad.
I've got the collection with it in anyway.
But yeah, so like for a moment, I was like, oh my god, Smugglers, nice, and yeah. Who knows? But I think either Highlanders is a high chance. I think they could go Curveball and maybe Abominable Snowman. I think that could be one they could.
That'd be nice. That'd be very nice.
I think that one would sell really well. I love the Target novel when I read it, the whole Buddhism, and I'm really interested in that anyway. So it's cool. Episode 2's existing, so that's nice.
They'll probably reanimate it now.
Yeah, because why not? Why not spend budget on that? Because people would prefer to see the animation than the real thing.
If they didn't animate it, we might actually have grey cases.
Yeah, the budget. That's where the budget went. They were like, oh no. Oh, we animated. Oh no. Can't afford the grey cases, guys. Sorry. We just animated something that didn't need animating. But, kudos to the people who put in the effort. It's not like a critique on their work or anything. I just find it rather pointless. It's like, why fix something that's not broke? It's existing.
Yeah.
That's what people want to watch. Like, if you had the actual original episodes and animated versions of it, everyone's going to pick the real episodes every single fucking time, like it's not like if someone went, hey, do you want to watch Christopher Eccleston series 1 again but animated? Like, why would I bother when the TV show's just going to be better because it's got human actors and so on? Maybe you could do some interesting shots in animation which you couldn't do in freaking in a live series, but I'm going to want to watch what was the original intended thing of it, not like some animated thing. But yeah, who knows, maybe they'll do William Hartnell because it's been a long time since. Who knows?
Well, no, like I said, they just seem to, I think partially due to asset reuse, they're just kind of focusing on the Patrick Troughton era, particularly the early ones, just so that they can okay, so we've already got all these animations, well, the key kind of builds for Patrick Troughton, Annika Wills, Michael Craze, Fraser Hines. So we'll just keep reusing these. I think it's kind of what's going on with that. It's just
it saves a lot of budget.
Saving money,
but not enough for the grey cases.
No,
damn, breaks my heart. But I agree. I think it is a whole thing of saving assets and everything, and they haven't done a first Doctor animation.
So, I mean, which ones do they have left of...
so Highlanders...
Kind of Ben and Polly era. Yeah, okay.
Highlanders...
and I guess Underwater Menace.
Underwater Menace, yeah. I think they will do a special edition because that version is pretty empty. There's one documentary and that's it. So I think there's a high chance that they will do... Underwater Menace special edition, which is a shame.
It's a shame what happened to it originally.
I love that cover. I love the cover that they made for us, and I know that it will go to some animated cover if they do the other one. And
but then you can just switch them round.
To be honest, I probably would do that actually. It'd just be I probably would because I prefer it with the real people. Again, it fits in nicer, it feels more consistent, but these stupid first world problems in it. But
and it has the white bottom on the bottom side.
The white back, there we go. But there's the Highlanders, there's the Evil of the Daleks that needs to be done. For Ben and Polly, them, then we're talking the Smugglers and the Highlanders.
And if you want to go back to William Hartnell,
it's just
though again that would require a whole. I mean, I think that's why they haven't gone to Hartnell just yet. It's just not wanting to necessarily create his, I guess, animation
just yet.
Yeah. Well, they did for Tom Baker just for one story.
Yeah.
So I don't. I don't entirely understand that, but
just because you can sell the story, I guess.
Yeah.
It was solid though. It was good. It was nice seeing all the animation. And the reason why they did it is because they got them to voice act the missing parts. Is why.
Yes.
That's why they did it.
Yes.
That was more why they did it then. While they had the actors who are alive, Tom Baker's only getting older, as well as the other actors. You don't know how long anyone has really.
Yeah.
So it was the right decision to do that. Because all the audio exists for everything else, but obviously not the unrecorded bits of Sharda. So it makes sense that they did do that.
It does.
That is probably why. But for William Hartnell, that's it. But just for Ben and Polly, it's only 2 stories now. It's just the Smugglers and the Highlanders. And obviously Underwater Menace, if you do that again.
Yes.
And then that's it.
So they'll have to move on.
Then they'll have to. Well, then
they already kind of are with Fury. And...
and then they've got Victoria, which means that they can do Evil of the Daleks, if they choose to do so.
Although I still think that one's probably going to be later.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I think they're really going to hold off on that one. Although, I'd imagine the last one they probably would even attempt would be Dalek's Master Plan, to be honest.
Yeah, that or ones like Marco Polo,
because
Crusade.
That's really ambitious.
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen.
They'll do them all eventually. It would be ridiculous not to, because you just save the budget. You're like, okay, well, we've got so many left. We'll just do the budget for 2 over 2 years. There we go. There's 1. And, you know, because eventually you're going to have to fill in all the gaps, because it's clear they're clearly all selling, or they wouldn't still be doing them, you know?
Yeah. Plus, it's future-proofing. You know, it's an investment for the future, because they've got all these like Blu Ray releases coming out now, and they'll inevitably have more streaming releases. And of course, they've only got BritBox, so who knows how long that will last.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you've got the episodes, you've got them, right?
Yeah. Like
if you've got them
they'll
in
only
A4,
bring in money
once.
Them. Yeah, once you've got you only make money from it, like because it's your asset.
Yeah, so it would just be theirs. Like, even regardless, you know, once it'll be future proofing. It'll be, you know, you've got a version of this to release whenever people want to watch the episodes. So whenever people want to watch all of Doctor Who, they can watch all the Doctor Who in some form or another.
Exactly, and that's and there's always going to be new fans who are collecting all the DVDs, and it's just, you know, it's another asset. You know, it's just money. It's completely is future proofing basically, and because they completely own the assets, it's just constant money coming in really. And then the new series, you know, you do Steelbooks. It's a good money making machine really, is Doctor Who. So I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do it, especially if, you know, they don't animate anything for a while because they're saving up the budget. It'll be fine. It'll happen. It'll happen at some point. But yeah, so this takes me on to a recent tweet, which was yesterday, which was by someone who works at the Radio Times, is what I gathered. And he was saying that he got a press release which was embargoed, and which made him say, "Holy shit." Which is interesting. A lot of people assumed it was Doctor Who related. Maybe because he's someone who writes a lot of the Doctor Who ones, maybe, from what I gathered. But who knows? It could be interesting. Could be maybe
that's a jump. Although, my first thought, of course, well, I mean, there's not very many things that would be like utterly excited and related to Doctor Who necessarily that bring that kind of reaction, unless you've found a missing episodes. Story or. Like, there's some really big monster coming back for the next series, but they haven't even started the next series, really. So,
but if it's a press release, it means like it's got to be something. So my only other thing is like maybe John Barrowman's coming back as a full-time companion or something.
I mean, could be, I guess.
Because if Graham and Ryan leave in this Daleks special coming up, if they leave, then it's just Yaz. I mean, there's space for at least one more. Like 3 works in the TARDIS, it's 4, which always pushes it.
I mean, that'd be interesting to have like a companion return after. Well, last time Jack was any sort of regular was series 1, so
it would be cool.
It'd be interesting.
And Jack's just sick, so you know.
I wouldn't be against it. I'm not gonna hold my breath for it necessarily either. But I guess we need to say that about everything, to be honest. Yeah. Like, there's no guarantee. Again, there's no even guarantee it's Doctor Who. Like, even if it is like a missing story, it might not even necessarily be Doctor Who. Or if they found like another Dad's Army episode, though there's only like 3 of them left, isn't there, for Dad's Army? Or like another TV show. Or who knows? Who even knows at this point?
Just for a press release, it's got to be something quite big, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd have to be. And again, considering his reaction, like it would have to be something big, but.
It's interesting. If it is Doctor Who, hopefully it is a missing episode. That's my hope.
Yeah. And
hopefully a batch of them.
That'd be great.
That would be good. Which one would you go for?
Well, I mean, I'd be happy with anything, really. I mean, I guess there are obvious answers in terms of, like, if you had to pick a missing story, what would you pick? I mean, would you pick, like, a lot of the heavy hitters, wouldn't you?
I'd really want Marco Polo. I just love the first series to be complete. I think that would be a really special.
That'd be nice.
Obviously, Dalek Master Plan, or, you know, wouldn't it be hilarious? They found all episodes of Power of the Daleks. Wouldn't that be so fucking funny? And they just did the special edition.
Paradolix special edition.
Yeah. The real Paradolix special edition. Like, they would have to What would they do? What would you do in that situation?
I mean, you would just have to release it again, I guess. You
Yeah.
have to.
I guess just include
I'd
the
really like
animated
Wheel in
episodes.
Space. I'd really like Wheel in Space as my pick.
Yeah, obviously Eddie, you're good. You know, Celestial Toymaker would be a sick one.
I mean, maybe that's why they yanked the Highlanders, because they found episodes.
That could have been. That would have been fucking sick. Maybe that's it. Maybe that could have been the whole reason.
Or maybe they finally acquired those missing parts of
Well, there's Web of Fear had episode 3.
Web of Fear.
We know that one's out there.
Yeah,
Because I
maybe
mean, that
they
needs a
finally managed to
special
acquire
edition
that.
anyway. Because they did Enemy of the World special edition.
Yeah.
And obviously they're not doing Web of Fear because I think they're holding out to find it. And yeah, maybe it's been finally redelivered after 7 years. It's really been 7 fucking years. Jesus Christ.
It has.
Oh, I was going to say like 5 or something. And no, it was 2013. Christ. That freaks me out. 15. There we go. Well, I think that's about it, really. There was like a tiny rumour post that Chibnall and Jodie had signed on for 14-15, but I don't think it was from any reliable
Not
source.
until we get press release on that. I'm not buying that.
And I doubt that's
away.
the holy shit kind of press release anyway, because we already knew we were getting series 14-15 anyway.
Oh my goodness, things are staying the same.
Holy shit.
What a shock.
Oh my god, that's crazy, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification button. It's like a complete clickbait tweet. Yeah. So that's it. I hope that Fury from the Deep has the grey casing. Doubt it will. So I might buy those 2 extra cases from you and we can substitute both of them. Did you get ones with the little extra disc thing on the inside as well?
I didn't get the extra. I didn't get the chain disc thing. No, although they do have the things, and they have them there regardless most of the time.
Oh, so you just take one out.
I think it did show it in the pictures they had with it. So
Well, that's cool.
hopefully it does.
So you put both discs in, yeah, because that would be an oversight.
So the amount I paid, like,
How
because
much
they were
was
sold
it?
out everywhere. Like
Oh,
the
yikes.
actual, like the places that actually do them, weren't all that expensive, but they were sold out. So I went to eBay,
Oof.
and yeah,
Yikes.
not I paid too much for them. So.
Oof. Wouldn't it have been cheaper just buying another Doctor Who DVD, like a cheap one, and then just taking that?
Probably
That might have been a
would have
good
been.
method, actually. Oops.
Ah well.
Oh well. For next time, just buy like Time of Irani for like $3.99. Just chuck it in the bin.
Yeah.
Use that in a sketch, actually. Destroy it. But
Pass it to the fire.
yeah, should do. Right, well there we go. That's pretty much all the news I can think of. I guess we're getting closer and closer to the special. I guess that's got to be kind of being edited. I wonder if they'll put a trailer out anytime soon, or if they'll just leave it for the. I mean, they're not very great with their trailers.
They
building hype on
kind
it.
of like their last minute trailers,
Which
don't
is weird,
they?
isn't it? But it's not like you're not Endgame. You can't do Avengers style where you drop it, a week before and everyone's going crazy for it. Like it's Doctor Who's not that level. Their Instagram game's so good though. Like I look at like their social media. It's like you should get the social media team to run the whole marketing. I think because clearly they're doing something right. But hey ho. That's it. We're out. We're gonna go. So there we go. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Oi.